Hey guys, so I've been playing a little bit of Anthem lately, and there's a quest that a lot of people have been complaining about, and while I can't tell you that anyone's going to fix this quest, I can tell you how to complete it faster than most people will complete it. So the quest is called Challenges of the Legionnaires, and you have to find these four tombs anyways, and so when you find these, they will give you a challenge. But I'm going to just make this a little bit easier. Instead of finding these first, I'm going to show you where to find the challenges yourself and the tracked area. So you go into your challenges, you go to expeditions, you go to free play, and you're going to see all of the trials you need to complete. And then I'm going to share with you the easiest way. I'm just going to explain all of them, and then I'm going to show you the easiest way to get the chests, because that's going to be the one that people are going to complain about the most. So into these. Melee defeats, go on easy, just go through, melee everything, can do it on any javelin. Ultimate defeats, same thing, just go on easy, use your ultimate, kill as many things as possible. Legendary defeats, go on hard, legendary spawn more often on hard. On to trial, world events, I mean, you're going to eventually have to do this one, but doesn't really matter what difficulty, just go through it. Weapon defeats, easy. Weak point defeats is easier on a harder difficulty, so if you hit them in the chest, they don't die instantly. You hit them in the head, they die. Pretty easy. Elites defeated, doesn't matter. Once you're doing the world events, there's going to be at least 9 elites during the world events. Just make sure you're getting the killing blow. Onto this one, we'll talk about the treasure chest as the last one. Harvest is pretty easy, just fly around any difficulty and look for the little areas with the plants or the rocks you can get. I find that if you can find at the end of a river, there's usually about 5 at a time, so try to follow rivers. Down at the end of them, you'll find 5, pretty easy. Javelins repaired, go on higher difficulties, follow around people. They'll usually end up dying when they fight big groups of enemies. Collectibles, there are areas in the map. I'll bring up the map and I'll show where to find these easiest, but pretty much find the towns, the areas where there's a bunch of Scar, bunch of bandits. If you find those, we found a town that had 10 collectibles in it. Just look around buildings, look around tents, things like that. You can find a lot of collectibles. Onto the Trial of Karif. Missions are the contracts. You can find them around. They're any sort of major quest that you pick up and then go specifically out to. But contracts are the easiest. They're usually available when you get this quest. Just talk to people that are around maps, and these people that are around maps will give you the quests. Gear defeats, easiest on easy. Combo triggers are easiest on normal or hard, so that your primer doesn't kill the target. Instead, it just gets them primed, and then you can blow them up. Let's talk a little bit about what primers are. If you go to your forge, which we're going to go to right now. And the last one that I didn't talk about was multi-kills. Multi-kills work the same way that they work in Halo, where it could be a couple hits. Like it could be a kill and then wait a second, a kill, and then wait a second, kill, and it still does work. But I find it easy. It's just a big explosion. All right, so to talk about this, if you can see the circle next to frost shards, this means that it's a primer, and if you can go to this, that's a detonator. So if you're trying to do combos, make sure you have a primer and a detonator. You fire off the primer first, then you go to the detonator. Now, those are all of them except for the treasure chest. To show you guys the treasure chests, I want to load into the game, and I want to show you the easiest location. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into the expeditions. Doesn't really matter the difficulty you go on to. Just know that that's going to be the difficulty that you're going to find other people in. In this case, we're going to change it to normal, as I feel like actually, we're going to change it to hard. I feel like the least amount of people are going to be going to hard. And then you go to free play and you launch. You have to do this in public, which is where this is going to make it difficult. There's always a chest in the location I'm going to show you, but sometimes people will pick it up if there's people who loaded in before you. If you loaded in first, just rush down there as fast as possible. You pick this up, and then you go. I've told a couple people how to do this, and I would say the average that people have been able to do this, including all loading screens, is about 15 minutes. So if you were stuck on the chest and you don't want to go and do events for 3 to 4 hours and try to steal the chests from other people, the fastest way is this, and it will take you on average about 15 minutes to do this, including loading screen. A little bit faster if you have an SSD, a little bit longer if you don't. But what I recommend is doing the chests one last. So you do all of your other quests, you do everything else, and the last thing that you're doing is the chests. This way, you might have 5 or 6 chests already done. Same with the multi-kills and everything. You want to finish the majority of your stuff, so when you're working on your last couple things, you can focus primarily on that. So in this case, I'm loading in, and by the way, guys, I do have an SSD. It can write up to 2,000 megabytes per second, and it usually averages around 800 or 900. But even with an SSD, you hit these little areas where it slows down in loading. I don't know what's happening, but you do hit those. You can see there's 3 people that are already loaded into this, so this chest might be gone, but we're going to check anyways. So you just fly straight down to this little double waterfall area, and you just go straight down when you get into the double waterfall area. When you get in the water, you're going to keep going down all the way to the bottom. And there you go. The chest is going to be right here, and it will be glowing if it's available, and this time it is available, so they did not pick it up. Once you pick up the chest, you just press escape or whatever your button is to end free play. Once you end free play, you're going to go to a loading screen, then you're going to go to the score screen. You want to just skip past everything as fast as possible, and then you want to go through and hop right back in again. I haven't found the best difficulty for this. I will link other locations for chests if you want to try to find those, but I find this is just the fastest and the easiest. You don't really need to think about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. I'll have some more Anthem ones coming out later if you want to subscribe. But I want to keep this video short and sweet, so thank you again for watching.